Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to look at 2021 paper 3 website authoring. That is the paper we are going to look at this morning. As you can see, May-June 2021 paper 3 variant 1. So we are going to look at the website authoring aspect. So now let's quickly go through the questions. This is IGCSE ICT paper 3 variant 1 2021 May-June. So these are the files needed for this paper. So these are the source file given. Now the first thing that we are going to do is to look at task 1, which is evidence document. But before we do that, let's quickly prepare the work area. The work area is the folder containing the source files that you are going to use for this paper. So let me go straight to the desktop. So we are going to create the work area here. So the first thing you are going to do is to create your work area. Go to right click, go to new folder, then name your work area. I will name this as my name, Rafa Arowo Shafe. Yes, my work area is ready. So let me go to the download where I can get the source file. So this is the source file. Then I will open it. I will copy. Can close it, minimize this, come to the work area, then I will paste the source file. Okay, let me come back and open it again. Let me select all the files. Copy. Minimize this. Come to this place and paste. So now these are the source files. So let me close the download. So I have the source file. So the next thing we are going to do is to prepare the evidence document. Make sure your name, to create a new work process document. Make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of this document. Now, since the evidence document is not included in the source file, so the question asks us to create a new word processed document. So you go straight to your word processing, then you open a blank one. So the first thing you are going to do is to prepare your evidence document. So now let's quickly create the header. Go to insert, click on insert, then you will see header, because they did not specify, so you should know that it should be header. So click on the header. Now please always selecting the 3 columns. Then I will put according to the question. The question says name, center number, and candidate number. So I will type my name here. That's Raphael Arowoshafe, and the center number I will put NG466. Then the candidate number I will put 4 digits 0001. So now you close the header. So now let's quickly create the evidence 1. Press enter. Evidence 2. Press enter. Evidence 3. Press enter. Evidence 4. Let's create like 5. Evidence 5. So our evidence document is ready. So you don't need to save it with Word processing. Is already in Word processing. So what we are going to do is to save it with the name given, which is J2131 evidence, the underscore, then the center number, then the candidate number. So let me copy this. Come to the evidence document, click File, Save As. Please make sure you save it in your work area. Then I will go to Browse. Then my work area is located on the desktop. So I will click desktop. Then I will see Raphael Arowoshafe. So that is my work area. No, not this one. So let me look at desktop. Okay, this is my work area. So I will paste it. Then center number NG466, then underscore, candidate number 0001. So it's already in Word document. Just save. Click on save. So it's already there. Just minimize. Now we are good to go. So we are done with this. So the next thing we are going to do, that is task 2, file management. Please make sure you read the instruction of the question. You are going to create a web page and style sheet for Bali Holiday Homes. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser. All color codes except those provided in the source files must be in hexadecimal. That is, it must be in hexadecimal. So don't forget that your color, you introduce hashtag, then FF, then another F, another F. That is FF. So this one will now stand for red, this one will stand for green, while this one will stand for blue. So this is pure red color, pure green color, and 100% blue color. And that is what they are talking about here as hexadecimal. And we all know that hexadecimal is always in base 16. So that is from 0 to letter F. So make sure that your style sheet contains no HTML. Make sure HTML and style sheet as efficient as possible. Now, create a new folder called BHH. Now locate the following files and store them in your BHH folder. That is, all these files will be located and moved to this folder that has been created. So this folder is for web page. You will create it right in your work area. So let's go there. So this is my work area. So now you right click, you go to new, go to folder. Now it's going to be BHH. So that is the name given in the question. So we are going to locate how many files do we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So PNG, CSS. So we have 10 files. So now let's quickly go there and locate it. We have this one is there, 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 this is there, Jungle is there, logo is there, text is there. So let's look at the number of files that we have selected so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's go back to the question and see the one that we have not selected. CSS, list, home is not there, logo is there. Which one we have not selected? I think it's BG. That okay, this one. So now move, just click, hold and drag and move it to BHH folder. Good. Now open. So these are the files needed for our web page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. So now you have to look at the picture because of the alternate text. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are good to go. So now let's display the contents of your BHH folder, showing the folder name, all file names, file extension, image dimension, and file size. All these ones, they are very important. File folder, file name, file extension, image dimension, and file size. So let's go to my work area. You can see the arrangement. So change the view, right click, go to view, then you go to details. So as you can see that the file name is showing. File name is showing. This is the folder name, this is the file names, then the date, type, size, but the dimension is not showing. So you need to move your cursor to this place, right click, Then you will see dimension. In case if you cannot find dimension here, just go to more, then you scroll up, then you will see dimension. That is under D. You see dimension, so this is dimension. So just activate it so you can see the file dimension. So now evidence 1, take a screenshot of your BHH folder and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the folder name, all files name, file extensions, image dimension and file size are clearly visible, and that is our evidence 1. So what we are going to do, come to this place, you use your print screen, then you take it from here. You can adjust it a bit. Take from here, then you copy, go to your evidence 1, then you paste. So that is your evidence 1. Then you can adjust it a bit so that it will be clearly visible. So make sure you save. Good. So let's minimize our evidence document. So the next thing we are going to do, so we are done with this. So the next thing we are going to do is task 3, that is web page. So create in your BHH folder a web page called bhh.htm. So this is going to be the web page name. So this web page must be created using a single table and must work in all browsers. The table must fit 80% of the browser window. The table must have a structure as shown in this diagram. Please don't forget this, fit 80%. So it means that the examiner may be looking for this because it has been specified here. So now the next thing we are going to do is to go to the web expression. Let's open our web expression. So it's opening. So as the web expression is opening, so let's quickly analyze the structure of the web page. So how many rows and how many columns do we have here? So if you can see, you will see that this is the first row, and this is the first column, the second column, the third column, the fourth column, and the fifth column. So it means that we have column, we have five columns. Then rows. This is the first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. So it means that our row is 4. Our row is 4. So let's go straight to our web page. So our web page is ready. So don't forget, we have 3 interfaces here. We have the design interface, we have the split. This split will give you an opportunity to see both design and code interface. Then this is the only code interface. So if you look at it now, you will see that at this stage, this web page is still new, is still empty. Is still empty. So whatever anything we want to do, it will be in between the open body tag and the close body tag. It will be in between the open body tag and close body tag. Now let's go to design aspect. So now before we do that, so let's quickly save the web page with the name specified in the question. That is bhh.html. So let's quickly do that right away. So you go to file, you go to save as. So don't forget to locate your work area on the desktop. Then you will see, so this is our work area. Now is bhh underscore, let me look at the question, not underscore, it's dot, it's dot html, yes, html. So leave the file type as web page, so you save. Now as you can see that the web page has been named. The web page has been named. Please, this is the title. It's still showing on title 1. So it means that we have not named the title. So in this paper, the title name is given. So when we get there, we will name the web, we will title the web page. So now let's quickly go to the creation of our table. You go to table, you click insert. Now here we have 4 rows and 5 columns. 4 rows and 5 columns. Good. 4 rows and 5 columns. Please don't forget. Don't forget. Don't forget. The table must fit 80%. 80%. 80%. We will do that. That is the table. We will do that. Each table cell is identified with a letter. Some dimensions are shown. This must be set as percentage values, not physics. Percentage values, not what? Not physics. So take note of that. Now let's specify it. So it's already there. So let's leave it as 100 first. We will still go and change the table dimension. So you click OK. Now we have successfully created our table. This is the first column, second column, third column, the fourth one, and the fifth one. And we have the row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means that we are good to go. So now let's quickly merge. Before we merge, let's identify the, okay, let's merge first. Okay, before we merge, let's quickly identify the, so because of easy identification, A, we have B, no, sorry, we have B, we have B. So now let's look at it. B, C, D, according to the question. E, E is here, E is here. Now let us look at F. So F, you can put it here. Okay, F will be here. Now G, H, I, J, then K, then L is here. So now we have successfully identified those cells. So now let's merge it. So the first one will be merged. The first row will be merged. So select select, then right click, go to modify, then merge cell. So this one has been successfully merged. So it means that we have done this one. Then let's quickly merge this one together. That is cell F. Cell F. So you select this, then you right click, you go to modify, merge cell, merge cell. Now the next one we are going to merge is cell K. Cell K. Select this together, you right click, then you merge the cell. So as you can see, how many cells do we have here now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now let's confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, we are good to go. So now let's quickly do the dimension for cell A. Please, before we continue, they said each table cell is identified with a letter. Some dimension are shown. This must be set as percentage value and not in pixel. The cell content shown in the diagram must not appear on your final web page. Good, it will not appear. So by the time we want to upload either the picture or we want to put the text there, we will delete the letter. So we just want to use the letter to easily identify those cells. So now the first thing we are going to do, the next thing we are going to do is to put the dimension. So the dimension for A is 20% height. 20% height. Select it. You right click, then go to cell properties. Go to cell properties. So you activate. So this one is going to be 20. Please don't forget in percent. Then you apply, then click OK. So we have done that. So let's go to code and see what we have done. So good. So it's already there. Now cell B. Cell B. Cell B is the width is 20% and the height is also 20%. So let's quickly do that. Right click, you go to cell properties, that's 20%, 20% for both. So you apply, click OK. Now for cell C. If you look at cell C has common factor. Cell C, cell D, and cell E, they have common factor. The common factor is that the width, they are all 20%. So you don't need to what? You don't need to do it separately. Just select the 3 cells, then right click, go to cell properties and specify. So width. So activate only the width, that's 20%. Yes, we have done that. So the next thing we are going to do is for F. F, the width is 20%. That's cell F, right click, cell properties, the width is 20%. Good. Now let's go to G, H, I, J. They did not give us the specification, as in the dimension is not given, so you have to leave it like that. The same thing applicable to cell L. Then let's go to cell K. Cell K, the height is 40%. Cell K, the height is 40%. 40%. Apply. Good. We have successfully merged all the cells. So you can see it in the code. So this is row 1. This is row 2, column 1. So you can see this is cell A, cell B, cell F, C, D, F, like that, like that, like that. So now we are good to go. So now let's continue. Table border must not appear on the final web page. Table borders must not appear on the final web page. So I'm going to suspend this. I'm going to suspend this. Suspended. So we'll do it later. Now let's move on. Set the title of the web page to Bali Holiday Home page. That is the title of the web page. That's the title of the web page. Now I will copy. Please don't forget, during your exam, you are not supposed to copy, because you will not have opportunity to do that, because what you are going to be given is hard copy of paper, so you will not have opportunity to copy. So because I am working with soft copy of paper, that is why I am copying it. So now go back to your web page. Here you can do it in two ways. You can do it right from your code. You can see the title here on title. You can come here and delete. So after you have deleted this on title 1, then you put the title name. Then you can as well do it through the design. Just right click on any of the cell, then you will see this. Then go to table properties. Table properties. I mean, sorry, not table properties. Cancel this. Right click. You go to page properties. So now this is where you are going to put the title. So please don't close this. Don't close it because of what we have here. It says set. So we are done with this one. It says set the name of the default target window to _self. So it means that the default target window in this web page is going to be self, that is within the web page. That's within the web page. That is the default target. So now, okay, before we do that, so let's quickly click OK. Then we'll come back to this and do the default. So let's click OK. You can see that the title of the web page is showing Bali Holiday Home page. You can as well see it in the code. So good job. Now let's move on. Now right click again, go to page properties. Now let's go and set the default target window. So click on this, then click on self frame. So that is what? That is _self. So that was how the question asked us to set the default target window to self. So we have done that. Click OK. then click on OK here. So now let's go to code and see what we have done. So you can see base target equals to underscore self. So it means that we have done this question. Yes, we are going gradually. Now step 5, place in cell A the image, this logo. So let's quickly do that. Cell A, please don't forget you need to delete this letter. So go to insert, go to picture, from file to now lead you to your work area. So I will pass through desktop, then I will go to my work area. So this is the logo we are talking about. Now it will now ask you the alternate text. Click on insert. The alternate text is image of a logo. So the meaning of this is that after creating your web page, the user that want to visit your web page may have low internet connection. So it means that the image that you put there may not load immediately, but because of the help of alternate text, so the user will see the alternate text. So it means that it will give the user or the viewer the hint of the type of image that will eventually come up or eventually loaded in that particular web page. So that is the essence of what? Essence of alternate text. In case if your viewer or the viewer of your web page is having low internet connection, so the alternate text will be able to address that. Click OK. So we have successfully done this one. So the second one, place in cell B the image. So this image, that is BHH1 JPG. So go back, let's go and identify cell B. Cell B. Okay, this is cell B. Delete it. Go to insert picture. Then from your work area, that is desktop. So what image? Okay, BHH1. BHH1. So you look at this picture. This picture look like a building. Say the building with plants. Building with plants can be our. Can see the image of a building. The image of a building. Click on it. So we have successfully done that. Now let's go to cell B. So now cell C, the image. So that is BHH2. BHH2. Cell C. So this is our cell C. Please don't forget to delete this picture. Go to your so this is the alternate text. Could be, what can we call this? Okay, what can we call this? Can we call the image of a tower. Click on it. Image of a tower. Image of a tower. Okay. Okay. Now let's continue. So cell D, the image. So that is so we are done with this one. Cell D, BHH3. BHH3. Cell D. Let me look at cell D. Okay. Delete this. Set. That is let me look at, okay, BHH4, that is the name of the image, BHH4. Okay, the alternate text can be the image of a farm. The image of a farm. So we have done that. We're done with this one. Cell F, the image. So that's jungle. Cell F. Cell F. Cell F. Oh, D is, okay, let me look at it very well. This is D. Okay, this is D. D is BHH3. That is D. D is BHH3. Okay, have I made any mistake here? Okay, let me select this and go on. That is D. That is D. E is BHH. BHH. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So this is the one I loaded last, uploaded last. E. Let's see D. Okay, let me come back and re-upload this one. That's D. D is 3. Okay, D is 3. D is 3. Oh, okay. Okay, that's image of a river. Image of a river. Okay. Now E. E is okay, BHH4, that is E. Go to insert. Please, care must be taken so that you will not upload a particular image into the wrong cell. So that was the reason why I used the letter to identify those cells. Very, very important. Very, very important. So this time around, we are now on E, that is BHH4. BHH4, okay. That is the image of a farm. Image of a farm. Okay. Now the next thing is F. So that is for jungle. It's for jungle. So F is here. The cell is almost collapsing, but it's not collapsing. So it's almost collapsing. That's jungle. Jungle, okay. The image of a jungle. The image of a jungle. So we have done that. Place inline style attribute into the HTML so that each image fits the width of the table cell with its aspect ratio maintained. So in this step 6, inline style, in Webpage, we have HTML and CSS. Then in CSS has 3 types. The first one is the created CSS, created and attached CSS, and the second one is embedded CSS. Then the third one is inline style. The embedded CSS is the one embedded with HTML, but inline style is the style that its attributes is in HTML. Its attribute is in what? HTML. For example, if you look at this says place inline style attribute into the HTML so that each image fits the width of the table cell with its aspect ratio maintained. So it means that we want the image to fit in the table. So it means that we are going to apply inline style attributes into the what? Into the HTML. So then how can we do that? Go back to your code. You can see that all the images that we have uploaded, they are all in inches. They are all in what? They are all, the dimension is what is specified. But we want everything to be what? To be percentage. So now what we are going to do is for us to what? Delete the width. Delete the width. Delete the width and type style. Type style equals to width. Width, we can quickly identify it here. Width 100%. 100%. So now what we are going to do is for us to what? Is for us to delete height so that we can maintain its aspect ratio according to the question. It says so that each image fits the width of the table cell. The table cell, they are all in percentage. So with its aspect ratio maintained. Now look at this. So okay, we are going to look at this one when we are trying to what? We are trying to align the table. Now what we are talking about here is that to maintain the aspect ratio here, because by the time you put the width, the aspect ratio of this image cannot be maintained here. Cannot be maintained here. So for the aspect ratio to be maintained, you need to delete this height. You need to delete this height. So now copy this. Copy this and replicate it. Then delete the height. Then do that for this. Do it for all the images that you have uploaded. Paste. Then delete the height. Then the last one. Then you delete the height. So now save. Don't forget to save. So let's quickly go and preview it from our browser. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Okay, let's continue. Okay, the preview is coming up. The preview is coming up. Okay, let's go to the question before. So we have done this. They say add appropriate alternate text to all images. We've done that. Place in cell G the text. Okay, before we do that, let's look at the web page. Yes, the web page is ready on our browser, so you can see it now. You can see it. You can see it. So the image of a tower. So that one is not loading. That one is not loading. So let me go back to that and see what really happened. Okay, something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. Okay, let me go and re-upload it. Okay, I've seen it. Seen the problem there. Okay, problem has been fixed, so it means that there is no quotation mark here. Okay, that one has been fixed. Save. So now let's go to our design. So I'll close this. Now in cell G, type compact cell G. Cell G will be cell G. So we are typing compact, then apply style as H2. Now highlight it, H2 style. So we have done that. Save. Now the next one is cell H. Cell H is larger. You right click, apply H2 style. So we have done that. Now the next one is, so this text in I, cell I, so this is cell I. So highlight, sorry. Light. Now J, with a view, J, so delete. H2, save. Now we have successfully done this one. Place in cell K the content of the file. So the content of this file, then apply paragraph style to the text. So let's go back to our work area and let's open this. Now Ctrl A to select all, then Ctrl C to copy. Then you come back to cell K. Cell K will be somewhere here. So this is cell K. Please delete the letter, then paste, then and select, then apply what style? It's a paragraph style. So come to this place, you see this is paragraph style. So we have done that. I've done that. If I apply the paragraph style to that, okay. So we've applied the paragraph style. So now save. Let's go back to the question. So we are done this one. Enter in cell L the test. So this test, copy cell L. So let's go and locate cell L. This is cell L. Then paste. Now, in this question, the question is saying on a new line below this, place your name, center number, and candidate number. On a new line below this, enter the test. So this test. So what we are going to do is to press enter, type your name, Rafa Arowo Shafe. Then okay, before we do that, I think it's center number and candidate number. So I can use comma to separate it. ng466, 0001. Then press enter. Then contact BB. That is another line. So press enter. So we are done with that. Say apply star H3 into all the tests. So now let's select everything here. Apply H3. So we are done with that. Now create a hyperlink from the test contact BHH to open the web page in a new browser window call. So it means that by the time they click on this contact, it will open this web page in a blank browser window, and that is what they ask us to do here. So what you are going to do, you highlight this, right click, you go to what? Hyperlink. Then from there you go to existing file or web page. So here you are going to pick, that is contact.j2131 contact.htm. So let's go and select that. So this is it. So after you have selected that, you go to your target frame. Then you now pick new window, that is blank. So you click OK. So now our hyperlink is ready. So by the time we preview it, we will test it. So now let's go to save. So now we are done with this. So step 12, attach this style sheet to this web page. Save your web page. So let's quickly go and attach it. That is CSS. Come to attach, browse, you go to your work area. So select this, then you click OK. So it has been attached. So the CSS has been attached. So now let's move on. Now open and edit the style sheet to meet the following specifications. So they've given all the specification for this. So now let's quickly go and open the CSS from, let me see the CSS that they asked us to open, that J21 BHH. So this one, so it's opening. Now let's quickly specify this. So set the background for the web page so that it has a color. So they specify this color. So this color is going to be what? It's going to be, please don't mind my hashtag, it's going to be 21, that is the arrangement, 21 2F, then and 36. So this is the arrangement. So, and the tag that we are going to use here is going to be body tag. It's going to be body tag. So now let's quickly go and do that. Go to new style, click on new style. From there, you delete this, type body. Now the background, so the color is going to be, let's pick any color here first. So it's going to be 21 2F and 36. 21 2F, then 36. So that is the color, the background color. So that is the background color. Now let's look at it. Is there anything that we can still do here? Okay, set the background for the web page so that the image, so this image is placed in only the top left corner of the window. So it means that this image will be, let's say this is the web page. So it means that this image will appear around this corner. That is the top left corner. So let's do that. So that is background image. So go to browse, go to your work area. So this is the image they're talking about. Click open. So now there is tendency for this image to appear in every corner of your web page, but they specify that place in only the top left corner of the window. So what we are going to do now is so the background is going to be what? So we are going to click no repeat. So now the position is what? Background position is what? Is left. Then the background position, they said top. So now after that, I think we are good to go. So there's nothing to add again. Background size were not given. So now you click apply, then okay. So we have successfully created that. No repeat. Okay, we have successfully created that. Now the next thing we are going to do now, so we are done with this one. They said set the font for style H1, H2, H3. So now let's go and create another new style. I will call this one H1 command H2 command H3. Now the font is given. So the first one is San Francisco. Come to this place, please, because the font family is separated. Please make sure you introduce your speak mark, that is your quotation mark. It's very important. So now command. So the next one is Calibri. Yes, Calibri is the next one. By Calibri. Okay, then command. Then if neither of these fonts are available, the browser should display its default sans serif. Sans serif, copy, so I'll put it here. So now we are good to go. So we are done with this. Let's set the paragraph style so that the text is fully justified with a 12-point font. So we'll do that in another style. So apply, then so we have successfully done that. Successfully done that. So now let's go and modify this because of this. So let's go and modify this. So now let's come to this place, modify the P style, that's paragraph style, modify style. Then you come here, they said fully justify, that is the alignment, fully justify. You go to block, so the alignment is what? It's justified. Then the next thing is, so the size is 12. That's 12-point font. So please change the dimension of this one from pixels to pt. So we have successfully done that. So you apply, then so now the next thing we are going to do, so we are done with this one. So the right align all tables in the browser window. So this one, it means that the right is going to be 0, is going to be 0, then while left is going to be auto. It's going to be auto. So according to this, so when you are looking for, when you want to set your table right align, so it means that the right margin will be 0, the left margin will be auto. But if you want to set it left align, the right margin will be auto, the left margin will be 0. Then center align, the right margin will be auto and the left margin will be auto. But for this question, they said right align, so it means that we are going by this. Right margin will be 0 and left will be auto. So as I think you can see it here. So now let's go and do this right from the code. Right from the code. Let's go and do that from the code. Let's go and do that from the HTML. Sorry, HTML. I'm going to do that from the HTML. So I'll put it here. So it's going to be, okay, they want it to appear in CSS. They want it to appear in CSS. They want it to appear in CSS. Is it true that they want it to appear in CSS? You can do it. We can do it in. Okay, let's go and do it in the code, in HTML code. So it's going to be. It's going to be equals to right is going to be, sorry, so right, that's right margin, okay, let's put margin right. Margin right is going to be 0. It's going to be 0. Then semicolon. Margin left is going to be auto. So we have successfully done that. You can as well do it in the CSS. You can do it in CSS. You can do it in CSS. So now let's save this. Okay, now let's come to this place. So the next thing we are going to do now is, so let's go back to this. We said the table border must not appear on the final web page. So it means that we are going to set the table border to be 0. So now let's go to the CSS to go and do that. Let's go. So it means that we are going to modify the table. We come here, we modify it. So border is going to be, that is margin, table. So table, okay, table border is going to be, okay, sorry, box, that is box. So table margin is going to be, 0. It's going to be 0 according to, yes, it's going to be 0. That is table border. Going to be 0. So apply. So 0. Going to be 0. Oh, sorry. Something is wrong here. Let's modify. EN is already. N is already. Okay, sorry. EN is already 1. So let's take it to what? 0. Now that box, you don't need to put anything there. Okay, now. So yes, that one settled that. For TD is what? They don't want border to what? To show. That is internal border. So we are going to set that one to be what? To be 0. So let's go and modify this one too. So you go to border. So you change it to 0. So apply. So we have successfully done that. So is there anything that we have not done? I think our CSS is fine. So the next thing we are going to do is to what? Is to save. Let's save the CSS. So now let's move on to the question. It says add your name, center number, and a candidate number as a comment at the end of the style. So all color code must be displayed in the decimal. We've done that. So script language, we've done that. So let's quickly do this one. So that is a comment. Comment has no any effect in your web page. So the examiner just wants you to what? Want you to put it there so that he will know or she will know that you are the right owner of the task. So now they did not specify the position. Okay, let's see whether, okay, it said add your name, center number, and candidate number as the comment at the end. So they specify. In case if they did not specify, you can put it at the top or at the bottom. But this one is said at the end. So how can you do that? You come here, you introduce your what? Your slash, then asterisk, then you type your name. Rafa Arowo Shafe, command, center number NG466, command, then candidate number 00001, then asterisk, then close it. So this is the comment. This is the comment. So take note of this. This is the comment. At times it could be at the top of the word of the CSS, but this one they specify. So now let's save. So let's go back to the question. So now say take a screenshot to show the file name and all the content of your style sheet. Place this screenshot in your evidence document. Make sure that the content of your style can be easily read. So let's quickly do that. So this is the style sheet. So you come to this place, you take the screenshot. Please, it's very, very important that the file name is showing. Then you come to this place, then go to your evidence document. That's what evidence is that? That is evidence 2. You come here, I'm going to paste your CSS. So it's fine. It's fine. So there is problem of window here. Okay, now I've corrected that. So now what we are going to do, so please save your evidence document. Now let's go back to the question. So we are done with this one. So display the web page in your browser. If necessary, resize it so that all the page can be seen. All text can be easily read. The address bar is visible. The background image is fully visible. Please, before we do that, let's quickly go and comply with this instruction. They said the table must fit 80%. So let's come to the browser, come back to the table. So now let's go and adjust it from here. That is 80%. So now save. So this is the HTML source. So you copy everything. Copy, go to your web browser and your evidence document and paste it in evidence 3. So please, this is how it will look like. Then save. Now we are almost done with the paper. So we are done with this one. Display the web page in your browser. If necessary, resize it so that, okay, yes, it means that it's evidence 4 that we have done. That is where we have to copy it. So definitely we need to adjust this. We need to adjust this. We need to adjust. Just let's go and copy this and put it in evidence 4. Copy, or let me cut it from here, then go and put it in evidence 4. So save. So now evidence 3 is evidence 3 that we have not done. That is where we are going to preview. So evidence 3 now. So this is evidence 3. Display the web page in your browser. So now let's do that. All the page can be seen. All the text can be easily seen. The address bar is visible. The background image is fully visible. So let's quickly do that. So now let's save. So now let's go and preview. I will use Chrome to preview it. Yes, it's coming up. 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 Sorry, my system, the memory is almost full. So yes, my browser is coming up. Browser is coming up. Browser is coming up. So we're almost done with the paper. Yes, the web page is ready. Good. Good. So this is the web page. Still loading, still loading. Let's finish loading. So this is the web page. So it's still loading. So I think it's ready. It's ready. Okay, this is our web page. So now to make everything visible, so you can come to this place and reduce the size. So I think everything is now coming up. Everything is visible. Okay, let me reduce it a bit. Okay, I still need to reduce it. Everything is not showing. No. Okay. Okay. Let me put it to okay. I think everything is showing now. Yes, everything is showing. I think everything is showing. So you now take the screenshot. Take the screenshot of everything. Take the screenshot of everything. Then you paste, you copy, then go and paste it in your evidence document. That is your evidence 3. So there's it. You can come here and leave everything here. So I think it's fine. So that is your browser. So this is the end of 2021 May-June IGCSE. That is the web page aspect of this paper. So the next thing you are going to do is to send your evidence document to printer. I believe you know how to do that. So just save, come back to this, click on file, go to print, go to print, then you select your printer. Once you select your printer here, then you click on printer, then I'll send it to your printer. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't hesitate to contact me or subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you so much.